When you come to the end of your time on programme, you must ensure you have been on programme for at least 12 months for this Apprenticeship Standard, completed any functional skill qualifications required. If you have gained this qualification or equivalent previously, you will not be required to do so again. Complete a portfolio of evidence containing 15 pieces of evidence. This will be submitted at Gateway and support the professional discussion. This should be submitted 2 weeks prior to the assessment to enable your independent assessor to prepare. After you've completed all of these, you are now ready for Gateway. Gateway is a meeting scheduled for the very end of your apprenticeship programme. This will involve you, your manager, and your assessor. During this meeting, you will discuss progress made and come to an agreement that you are working at or above the occupational standard and that you are deemed to have completed all aspects of learning. When all parties are in agreement, you will then be put forward for EPA. We ask that if you require any reasonable adjustments, or if there's any important information you wish us to take into consideration during the EPA process, you should let us know at Gateway. There are 2 separate elements to the Level 3 Learning Skills Assessor EPA, and these are observation with questioning, professional discussion underpinned by a portfolio of evidence. Let's take a look at what these elements involve and what you need to prepare for. The practical observation will be carried out in a work environment and may be split into 2 30-minute observations with a time increase of up to 10% at the discretion of the independent endpoint assessor. This will then be immediately followed by the questioning portion of this component. The apprentice will be observed carrying out their day-to-day duties under normal working conditions and must demonstrate to the endpoint assessor the knowledge, skills and behaviours mapped to this assessment method through natural occurring evidence. The questioning section of this assessment will typically take 30 minutes, meaning your assessment will last no longer than a combined 90 minutes. The independent assessor will ask at least 5 questions based on what has been observed to allow the apprentice to add depth and detail to their evidence against the KSBs. Follow-up questions are allowed where clarification is required. This element will be a structured discussion between the apprentice and the independent assessor following the practical observation to establish the apprentice's understanding and application of the knowledge, skills and behaviours. The endpoint assessor will ask at least 12 questions relating to the criteria for this component. Follow-up questions are allowed where clarification is required. The professional discussion will last 75 minutes with a time increase of up to 10% at the discretion of the independent endpoint assessor. You and the independent assessor must have copies of the portfolio so you can both refer to it throughout the professional discussion. After you have completed all the elements, you will get your results within 10 working days. If you have to reset any element, you must do so within 6 months of the fail notification. Good luck!